mostly just want a rider. It's a fun bike to ride. I mean, the weather, obviously it's not going to get better for a couple more months, but when there's days that are mid-40s like today, I'm going to ride it. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, that nobody can deny. In Utah. Hey, what's up guys? This is Toad Moto. Wanted to do another quick video while the weather is nice. I think we're close to the 50s right now, which is absolutely amazing. We are 2 days out from Christmas. I haven't winterized my engine. I've been either starting it in my garage or riding it around the neighborhood, even if it's like super cold, just to keep my battery up and going. But yeah, I wanted to make a quick video, and one thing I think, and I'm not positive, one, I didn't know how many people knew about GPX Moto, so that's my ignorance on that. And I've had a lot more traffic on my 2 videos that I've made about this particular bike than I ever did on my KLR, which is awesome. And just a couple of things. One, if you're looking at this bike, I would highly recommend joining the Facebook page. It's called GPX Moto Unofficial, I believe. And there's a lot of people that have a lot more knowledge about either the bike or these types of bikes than what I do. Either mods, or if they're good for supermoto, or any of the questions that I get asked. I don't mind at all. In fact, I love getting the questions and learning about the bikes. But as a good resource, if you're not a member of the GPX Moto Unofficial page, I highly recommend that. And the other thing I've been thinking about is, so my bike is the FSE 250E model. And there is a difference. I think a lot of people think that I have the 250R model, and let me tell you a couple of the differences on the 250E model. From what I understand, this one has a Husqvarna kind of knockoff chassis. It's like a 249cc Honda knockoff engine, and this is a 5-speed. The 250R is a 6-speed. So Everrider, he did a review of the 250R down in southern Utah about a month or 2 ago. And that one, again, that's a 6-speed. He says in that video that you can go 75 miles an hour on that bike. He says that you might not want to, you might not feel like you should be going that fast, but you can go that fast. This bike you could not go that fast on. This has 5 speeds, 1 less gear, and I'm sure, I haven't quite topped it out, but I'm sure you could top it out 55 mile an hour plus without any modification straight off it. Another difference between this bike and the 250R is this one is, I basically got it for just right over $3,000 out of the store. The 250R is over $5,000, so there's about a $2,000 difference. And there are a lot more differences between that. This one has a carburetor on it. The 250R, I believe, is, you know, I don't even want to get into the specifics on that because I don't know all that well. I think it has like a, and anyways, like I would have loved to have gotten that bike, and I very well could have, but the whole point of me switching from a KLR to this bike was I don't need a bike to go that fast. And if I'm going to start doing more aggressive single track trail riding, this one is, I think this is a good model for me to start out on. And if I want to upgrade, the dealerships right here in Utah, I know they're bringing in the 450s next year, and how I look at it is I might want to have a 450 and I might want to have a 250, and I could be very happy with both of those. The question I was asked on my YouTube channel is, hey man, can you get the front end of these bikes off? Can you wheelie on them? Just put it this way, I am a 36-year-old dude. I've been riding motorcycles for the better part of a decade, but I've never really gotten into these like off-road dirt bikes up until this bike, really. Never been able to wheelie any of my bikes. Like my KLR, I tried a bunch of times to wheelie it. I just could never get the front of it, or the front end of it off. This one, yes, you can wheelie. Very easy on it, actually. In fact, like so easy that like it almost, like the first time I tried it, I got my front end up really easy. And that's something I am going to learn. I would like to learn how to ride out a wheelie. But yeah, this has plenty of juice, plenty of to get your front end up if doing wheelies. Being like Moto Bro is your thing. Although I still think Moto Bro, like that kid is gonna kill himself, if you know who he is. So I am still planning on doing a review of this bike. I need more time on it off-road, and I want to make a video where I take it either, you know, camping or on a few-day trip, and then give kind of like an honest review. Just some quick things that I've learned about the bike is one thing you get when you get these bikes, you get a really cool tool set, and it doesn't look cheap to me at all. It has everything you would ever want in terms of like a tool set, or maybe not everything you'd ever want, but for instance, when I bought my KLR, they had a little toolkit that sat underneath the seat, and it had some things that were useful in it, but anytime I wanted to work on my KLR, I wouldn't touch that stuff. Every time I've done anything on this particular bike, I reach for that toolkit because I know there's going to be a tool, a specific tool in there that will do the job. And I think that that toolkit's awesome. There's no place on the bike to put it, obviously, but that's completely fine. Going back to the toolkit, and one thing I will say about this bike is if you get one, you're going to want to tighten up a lot of things. So anything on the handlebars, they're going to come loose, they're going to start moving, and they are not going to stay all sturdy, at least in my experience. I know every rider had said like the same thing, and I didn't quite know what he was talking about up until the point when I start riding my bike and everything starts coming loose on the handlebars. And so I just spend a few minutes when I'm getting ready to ride my bike, or when I have some time out in my garage and I'm not going to ride my bike, to go out and just look over some things that might need to be tightened. But definitely everything on the handlebars, yeah, I've had to tighten it because they'll move, they'll come up from under you, and I think that's just how it is, man. I never had to tighten anything on my KLR. I think when they put that sucker together, they got those things tight. I think when they put my bike together, they probably put together a lot of bikes in a day, and maybe they just don't, I don't know. I don't know. But that's not that bad. That's to me, you get to know your bike a little bit more. These Dr. Seuss looking homes. Let's see, what else can I say on this bike? My dash, I haven't been able to switch it into the mile per hour. No, I asked on the Facebook page, and they said like just hold down a button. I've done that and I haven't figured it out, but I haven't also spent like too much time because I'm not aggressively over worried about that right now. But that's something that I will be wanting to figure out before, you know, I start taking it on the road. And since it's in kilometers per hour right now too, another thing is I'll see if I can get you to see what it looks like while I'm driving, but it pops up all over, like it doesn't say steady. So if I'm driving like right now, it's like not even showing the speed, and I haven't touched anything on it. So it's just, I don't know if it's a defaulty one. I don't think it is. I think it's just one of those things I need to look at and figure out. And since I don't have a little manual book or instruction book for it, I haven't really spent too much time trying to figure it out, but I will. Nice. The tires are a little bit slippery on these roads, on those turns, man. Hey guys, I'm not exactly sure what happened. I didn't get the last part of my ride recorded. My camera stopped working, so it's kind of a bummer. But yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for watching Toad Moto, and I look forward to making a lot more videos, and I just hope the weather gets better. Ride safe.